very different from what Western architects has designed. So, the thing, first of all, to briefly talk about the architects first. Shigeru.
Good morning. Shigeru is the Japanese architect, and he won the Pritzker Award last year, and he did a lot of innovative works for the society all around the world. And we know that he did a lot of the emergency shelter for the victim of the natural disaster. And the famous thing we know about him is innovative in using the materials like the cube. But today we're not going to talk about this paper architecture because our case study about the next house, and we'll talk about the element of design in this building. Right?
Innovative design elements in buildings.
So, alright. First I'm talking about his design approach for all this building. So, okay. This one. Okay. Alright. So the first design approach is by the universal floor plan. You see that he's using the one floor plan to connect all the spaces to allow a continuity between the spaces and the spaces. And another one is the invisible structure. Alright. And he seldom over-express his structural elements. The third one will be the innovative materials, using a lot of like paper and plastic in his architecture. And the fourth will be the temporary partitions. He using the sliding door and the curtain in his previous works, like the curtain walls house, using the curtain to define the exterior and interiors. Right? So this is the design approach. Alright. Okay, now I'm talking about this design approach on the naked house, which is set in the Universal Studio, whole floor, and the adjacent spaces. And another one is the modular, the bedroom. Different from ordinary houses, we have the permanent partitions to define the spaces. But in Shigeru's house, this modular bedroom could move either to the outside, or another one is going to combine together. All of the family could live together in one big room. And the third one was the corrugated plastic, would allow the sunlight going through, and having a diffuse light, it could light on all the architecture. And the fourth is the curtain wall. It's around the kitchen and the laundry area, so that the family could look after their kids, the whole spaces. Right? And now I'm talking about the concept. Okay, the concept. Initially, the client run to a house for 3 generations family to live together. So the concept is about least privacy, so that everyone could connect to each other. And then the public and private. This is the public space, and this is the private space. The end core of the concept is 2 spaces combined together, and every one of the family members will share the same and smooth sphere in one house, but different spaces. And the design intention is about the modular bedroom. This could arrange freely by them. They could even combine together, separate, or move to the courtyard to relax. And this is influenced by the metabolism movement in Japan, which means everyone connect each other. And the fourth will be the vertical elements used in this work. There's a lot of design vertical elements, but the main things about the bathroom and toilets is the privacy. So although the concept is about basic privacy, but the basic requirement for the bathroom and toilets is privacy. So there's only the permanent partition at the toilet and the bathroom. Correct. So the design elements talking about by
Yeah, I'll be talking about the design elements of this building. For the least important information, I already have stick on this board. So the first thing I'm going to talk about is transformation of space. It's very easy to recognize what is ventilation of shape in this building as subtractions and addition. That's it. And it's rectangular, linear form. And another thing is nothing much, very minimalistic design. He used a lot of different panels, different transparent panels at the outside and even inside. Inside is not, the outside part is a corrugated plastic, but inside is canvas. So it's, yeah, innovative material. And for the formal collisions of geometry, it's basically a form of all square, 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 square. And it's all square, and manipulation of a lot of squares. And it's inspired by this. And another thing is, it's the whole building as a big whole volume. It's actually contained of a lot of units inside. Instead of units become a form, it's actually units within the whole. And as you can see from the form, it's very balanced by the configuration. It has an extruded part here. It's actually a projected doorway entrance, and another recessed entrance over here. And for me, the best part of this building is the quality of space and the vertical elements in this building. I'll talk these two parallel together. The vertical element in this building it's very interesting. It's not about how crazy the form is, it's about the material. It has number one, the wall translucent. It's actually glowing in the beneath the sunlight. So, but during the nighttime, you have to use the artificial light. And then the next thing is it has a full panel of glass wall to allow the fully direct sunlight to go to the building, and it's sufficient enough to this extent. And then the next part is there must be a solid wall to have the privacy to go to toilets and bathroom, obviously. And then there is a curtains wall implied, like his usual approach. And then that's how he has all the qualities of space, of this space. So the next one is circulations and space.
So when I talk about the space pattern, it's based on Eastern culture where there is no boundaries. Actually, there is like defined by the parents. So there is some boundaries, but there is very blurry. So it's like your kitchen is also your dining room or vice versa, like your living room and so you can like have a lot of activities in one big space. And for example, like the Japanese house or the house. So as you can see, right from here, as you enter from here, this is the entrance. You can see that the living room is very spacious. It makes you feel very cozy, very light. Right? You know that you can do a lot and don't feel very claustrophobic. And then this Eastern culture and it's very traditional. You can see that these rooms are the ones so you can, like as I mentioned before, you can rotate and have some whatsoever. And this is our Bible diagram. As you can see, the one in yellow is the one that portrays the diffuse light. The one yeah, the living area. Okay, I feel about this.
sort of move as well. The sort of tangle that